Hello and welcome back. Yes, welcome back to the idyllic Lintref, where goat butts are on fire. Well, no, that was just a trick of the, here. This was behind the goat's butt, and it looked like the goat butt was on fire. If you didn't see that, just rewatch the very beginning of the episode. But enough with silliness. Yes, it's very idyllic around here, but we have to go ahead to other places like Langaran, a newfound town, and continue on our adventure. Now, well, actually, I misspoke. We should actually go to Mosswood first and continue with the epic story. So, since we've been there multiple times, I'll just meet you over there. Alright, back in Mosswood, also a beautiful place, returning to the town square of Mosswood. Oh yeah, there's a large gathering of people here. A crowd of townspeople gathers in the town square. If we must smelt down every horseshoe and plowshare in the village, we will do so, says Karuran. And for what purpose? We shall soon find out.
We won't be caught off guard again.
If goblins and uruks seek to raid our village again, we'll make them pay a heavy price for it. Scardy Bandblade has been working to supply us with arms and armor, Passabur, so we'll be prepared if another raiding party comes to Mosswood. Will you bring us another barrel of the weapons he has fashioned for us? I will then distribute them to the people of the village. Okay, even to the kids? Man, serious business.
Yes.
Yes, provisioner. Sell you some stuff. Pair. Good. Anything else you wish to say to me?
Scardy Benblade has been working to supply us with arms and armor.
Yes. Okay, well, let's go here and see what he can provide to us. There he is. And this reminds me, there's another quest we can pick up from him.
Aye, there's another barrel of weapons for the folk of Mosswood.
You can come behind the counter to pick it up. Just don't touch anything else. Okay, I won't touch anything else, I promise. Nah. Can we talk to you a little more about this?
Aye, there's another barrel
No,
of weapons
okay,
for the
fine.
folk of Mosswood.
Okay. This barrel contains weapons that can be used by the villagers to defend themselves from the aggression of the Urks. Barrel of swords. Perhaps? Wow, there's so much lag. Okay, so let's... Whoa! We outdid ourselves, huh? Here we go. Here we go. If the Urks come back, we have to be ready. As you set down the barrel of swords, you hear Meneldir calling for you. Where are you, Meneldir? I heard your voice, it's true, but I think he's this way, okay. Kadovan means well, and the folk of Mosswood will fight to defend their homes from goblins and uruks, and anything else that threatens them. But against wizards, I do not think they'll have a very high chance of survival. Well, if all the wizards can send this way is uruks, maybe we have a chance. I will tell you what I know of the 3 wizards, possible, and I will let you judge our chances. Yeah, if you recall, guys, we learned that Saruman might have been involved in some shenanigans with the White Hand and the Uruk-hai. So let's see. I will tell you what I know of the 3 wizards that walk in Middle-earth. It is not very much, I confess it. That's fine. Well, let's start with knowledge of Saruman. Little is known for certain about the wizards, but rumors abound. Okay. I'm listening to a ghost of Saruman? Great. Had to lean one way to do that. Meneldir sighs heavily. I've always understood Saruman the White to be the most learned of the wizards, and the greatest of their order. It is said he was sent here by their powers to guide and instruct those who dwell within Middle-earth. At Isengard he lives, in a great tower built up by the Númenóreans. Orthanc it is called, and I have heard it contains a trove of knowledge and learning unmatched by that of any king or scholar. Can it be that Saruman no longer seeks to protect the free peoples of Middle-earth? I cannot believe this is so. And yet, that's the name we've heard, right? And since knowledge is power, and power can be abused, you get my meaning. Here is knowledge of Gandalf. So this is not a ghost of Gandalf, this is the knowledge of Gandalf that is in Meneldir's head. Pretty funny. Meneldir shakes his head. I know little about Gandalf the Grey. Well, I know some things about him already. They say he walks the land with the aid of an old walking stick. Pipe smoke curling about the tall hat he wears. But I have never seen him. Really? I have. I can tell you something. I believe he must keep to himself, choosing not to become involved in the matters of the day. My former chieftain, Strider, knew him, and believed him to be a kindly soul. I wouldn't say exactly kindly. I have never known my chieftain to judge someone wrongly, and if he had, it was not his fault, but another's. Still, I would not have believed any of the wizards could become corrupted, either. Right? And here is the knowledge of Radagast. Of course, I have to lean towards the knowledge. There. Meneldir rubs his temple, deep in thought. Of all the three wizards, I have only met this one in person. Oh, you have? Radagast the Brown, a master of shapes and hues, and friend to all good-hearted beasts and birds. He wanders the wild places, secret lands known only to creatures of fur and feather, and I suppose known to some of my kin among the Dunedain as well. He seemed a jovial chap to me when I met him. I cannot believe he would turn against us. Yeah, I can't believe that either. Okay, now what? I don't know, Bastor. If the aims of the three wizards have changed, if they have been corrupted by evil, oh, the free peoples of Middle-earth may be endangered. So much is true. Scuffed chainmail, breastplate, ragged leather shirt, threadbare cloth short robe, or threadbare cloth shirt. A little bit of virtue experience, not bad. This much we know for certain. The Uruks that have come to Swampfleet believe they do so at Saruman's command. Yep, that means the White Wizard cannot be trusted. Meneldir falls silent. We're being observed, Bastor. Someone listens to our conversation. In the wizard's employ. We're being observed, Bastor. Someone listens, yes. Over there, the boy. Yeah, we can see you. Yes, we can see you, Tegwin. What? I didn't hear anything I wasn't supposed to hear. You told me that an adventurer is supposed to remain watchful for the needs of all good folk. And how can I do that if I don't keep my eyes and ears open? Alright, maybe you didn't say exactly that, but I'm sure it's true all the same. If a wizard is sending goblins and uruks to attack Mosswood, shouldn't we know about it? You tell Tegwin that the best way he can help the people of his village is to keep their spirits up and to help them prepare the defenses, because they have to rely on a kid for all that. Okay, I'll do what I can, but I'll have you know I expect to be given more dangerous quests in the days ahead. I'm an adventurer now, after all, and you and Meneldir are going to need all the help you can get, especially if we're up against wizards and their lackeys. Okay then. Fine. Stop to manually roll once more. I think you handled that pretty well, my friend. Better than I would have at any rate. You have never had much patience for children. I plan to search further afield for some clue to Saruman's purpose. Why would he send goblins and orcs to attack Mosswood? I can't understand it. Will you travel to the east, or the road from Enedwyde enters Swanfleet? The raiding party may have come from there, and left behind some trace of their passage. I will see you again when we have both returned. Good, fine. I can do that. But also... Okay. You haven't distributed any of the swords here. Please do so. But I was also interested in the other quest provided here by Scardy Bandblade, and whether we should take it now. A little extra never hurts, part 1. Well,
Have you a moment?
let me read that carefully, guys, again. Accepting and completing this quest can only be done once on each server. Okay, I don't care about that. Okay, well, let's accept that.
Aye?
Very good. Oh. Fine. I just got that. That was silly. Just got 10 LOTRO points or whatever. Okay. LOTRO points granted, yes. Some strange dwarf here has the power to grant LOTRO points to people of Middle-earth. Yes, well, is that okay? We know about you. I think we're good, guys. Now let's see where we are supposed to go. All the way here. Yeah, we can do that. Well, how about this? We've been up to here together, so let's ride from here to here together. So I'll see you at the crossroads there. Hello. I just realized that we haven't been on that part of the Old South Road. So look at that view, guys. I mean, look at the waterfalls again, and those bridges there, and there was a much larger building over there in the past. And here are the wetlands, so it's quite a view from here. So I decided to share that with you. Now I can ride along here. It's still some ways to where I need to search for a sign of the Uruks, but it shouldn't be too long either. Yeah, so on this side is Radlow, and so this higher terrain here is familiar to us. We dealt with the brigands there, we saved some captured hobbits there. And over there is the impressively preserved Elvish Tower. And we were there last episode, or near it. And we dealt with some Urukai there. Hello, Wolf. Let's see, do we need to go this way? Yeah, that's where we need to go. Okay, so I see a brigand on this side, but an Urukai raider on this one. Wonder what the deal is with that. I don't think they'll get along very well. But who knows? Maybe the Urukai are powerful enough to threaten the brigands in a way where they can be forced to cooperate with the Urukai and the White Hand. Who knows? Okay. Here's the crossroad. We've been on this side of things. Haven't been up that way yet, but we'll head there next to Langaran. And yes, to our right is what was it called? Charmokal, yes. And we were there during the last episode. think they've done a great job here with the terrain and the distinctness of the region is palpable. Even though there is variety in terms of the terrain, there is also commonality, like with the redness of the rocks and whatnot. And I think that they did a pretty good job with this starting area. It's a more modern starting area. So yes, the developers of the game did a good job here, I think. Really cool. Oh, you're blending perfectly with the roads. Look at that. I mean, that's great. You've evolved, maybe the wolves here evolved to blend with the road, because this is such an old road. This has survived for generations and generations of wolves. Ah, but events there, you can see that. Okay. We should investigate there for sure. Oh no, it's just the game has unloaded all the assets, so the road continues. Never you mind. What do I see here? Hold on, guys. Dead orcs lie in the road, on the road, where it enters Swampfleet from White. Yes, indeed. Slain orc warrior. The wounds of this slain orc were inflicted by the same type of weapon that he carried in life, but that has fallen from his grip in death. Yes. Same here. And same here, okay. Well, let's examine further. This orc was slain by a sword, much like the one he carried, yes. And here is the sword. Some of the orcs abandoned their blades on the road through Swampfleet, but not by choice. They were parted from their weapons only when their lives ended. Collected fallen orc swords. Okay, so we collect all of them apparently. That's what we need to do, just in case. Okay, and now we have to bring the orc swords to Meneldir in the Mosswood Town Square. Okay, we shall do that, but I do want to go up this way. Not all the way to White, but at least up to the arches here. Yeah, pretty steep. You don't notice that necessarily, but I'm a good runner, so even going up I can run well. That does not mean it's not steep. Okay, well I think that's the end of it then. I don't see any... yeah. Well, maybe there's a place of interest. Let's at least try to get to the border of White, since we're here anyways, so that we don't have to come back unless the story drives us back here. Okay, more wolves, blending well. Okay, but nothing else, yeah. Well, of course this, I misspoke. This is of interest. Okay. We're technically still in Swampfleet, so let's see. Let's take a look at that. Wow. More wolves, I tell you. You would think that this place will have some name. I mean, this tower is impressive, so I would think it will bear a name, but no, nothing. Oh well. Fine. Strange. I mean, again, this is an impressive tower, and impressively preserved at that, so it deserves a name. Maybe we will give it a name We'll grant it the name of the Great Elven Tower of Swampfleet. How about that? Yeah, see? The wolf agrees with us. I knew it. Okay. Well, let's go all the way to the beginning of Enid White, just to make sure I'm not missing something. I think it's those great gates here. Wow. That mark the beginning of Enid White. Yes, dangerous places, don't worry. I don't mind dangerous places. Alright, my friends, I'll see you back in Mosswood. Back at Mosswood, back at the town square. Aha, here is Maneldir.
You bring interesting tidings.
Possible. It sounds to me as if the orcs quarreled among themselves after they arrived in Swampfleet. But for what purpose? The warband may have been much larger when it traveled from Enidwhite, and divided into 2 or more raiding parties when it crossed into Swampfleet. Perhaps the decision to attack Mosswood was made not by the wizard, but by the orcs themselves? I doubt that, but it is curious. As for the swords you collected, perhaps Skardi can melt them down and put them to better use than their former bearers. Like what?
Bring the swords you collected inside to Skardi.
You should be able to melt them down and put them to better use. Okay. Well, if you say so. Here.
More Uruk blades? I didn't ask for these.
I mean, they look well made to me. Of course, they can be smelted and made into something even better, but you know, we're only talking about 3 swords here, so I don't know. Well, Maneldir is right, I suppose. I'll melt them down and turn them into arms for the defense of Mosswood. No one will want to use them as they are now, but metal is metal in my experience. Fine, I understand. Wool cloak. Woven cloak? Or silk cloak?
Could you do something about Tegwin? He's been bothering me since this morning.
Huh. I could use a number of items to restock my supplies while you continue looking into the matter of the raiding party, possible. Sharp stones, boar tusks, and craven talons. And do you think you could do something about Tegwin? He's been bothering me with questions since this morning, and I need to get this work done. Start of a grand adventure.
I need to get this work done.
I get it. Onwards. Onwards then. So, let's see. First, let's talk to Tegwin. He's no longer here, huh? Is he? Hello, pigs. Very cute sleeping pigs. Wait. I mistook that. Of course, Tegwin was inside the Mosswood blacksmith shop all along, and I missed that. That's fine. Okay, let's talk to him. Here he is.
What can I do to help the village? Can I come with you?
I'm ready for a more important adventuring task, possible. What can I do to help the village? Can I come with you? Reluctant to send the boy into danger, you ask that he patrol the outer palisade of Mosswood. Okay, I guess I can do that. Maybe I can accompany you later? Maybe.
Maybe later on I can accompany you.
Yes, maybe. I'm getting nervous about that, guys. But, excuse me, Dor. I know you're already in use, but that doesn't mean I can't use you as well. Okay. Now. Okay, so we need to collect boar stuff. Craben. Those are both nearby. Potential whetstone along the Old South Road. That I don't know. That I haven't paid attention to. Okay, guys, let's see here. Let's check. I think I think we can at least start this quest. I don't think we'll finish it necessarily because I need to collect quite a bit of things. It'll take a while. We can definitely start. Aha! Okay, there's plenty of carbon here. Let's see. That's good. Okay. We're done with the talents actually. Okay. Four tusks. We need some more. Do we need foot pads, shoes? No, not for this quest. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. Well, maybe we should finish at least the finish gathering the 3 remaining boar tusks. And we should pick up the whetstones in our next episode. That should work well. Hey! What attacked me just now? There we go. We need one more. Not a fox though. Not a fox. Okay, I see a boar tusk way over there. A proper moss-hide boar. Not in a game. The flies around you though, don't look good. Don't look good. Alright, my friends. Enjoy the Uruk Hai behind me. He's doing some cool stuff, walking the grass. There's some cool moves, yep. And I'll see you next time for more adventures. Goodbye.